Alright, so here's my blank canvas or my piece of paper I'm going to work with. I've decided all these little ideas I want to put in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on having my doorway, which I think I'm going to have right here, and I'm not going to have to go too much detail into it. I'm going to place it up here in the corner. I chose this angle as a perspective because it's going away and up and over, and I want to look like my dream, which is my mother going away from me and I can't catch up. So I'm just going to kind of put the same kind of perspective kind of drawing in there. I'll draw a little darker. Can we see that? There we go. You can see this so everybody can see what's going on. I'm going to work over here, kind of that opening spot. Nice thing about oil pastels, if you use just a basic pencil, nothing too hard, no push down too much, you can have the oil pastels cover up pretty good. Yellows and reds don't cover up as well. You'll learn that as we start practicing with the oil pastels. I can make a little door frame like that. Nothing too fancy. If we stick with the Chagall, I want basic, I want simple, but we want 3-dimension to happen. We can put it in there with the value. I might put that part right here. I might have this line right here going through, even to the point where I talked about 2 doors in my dream. I might put another door happening right here. And this doesn't have to be perfect perspective. It just has to be close so we get the idea going over. Have fun with it. It doesn't have to be box, box, box. You don't need to use a ruler. You want to have free hand with this. But I might just make it a little bit bigger. And it could seem like, oh, it works the size. Maybe it's going to be bigger over here. Maybe I make this wider. I'm not going to worry about too much. It's just the idea of what's going through, that there's a door over here. And it's good to use the paper. I'm extending my door over here to another spot. Gives me a good idea there. I'm going to grab my mom kind of going through. I talked about the haze, and I also talked about how I want more simpler drawings. So I may just simply just start sketching in a kind of stick figure, you know, in here, kind of shoulders and neck coming down. If I wanted to, maybe there's a generic hair to it. I may add to it. I think I'm just going to keep it simple, like I talked about before. And I'm just going to have arms going down flat, very sad, nothing going on. And I'll stay with the reference of how I had my picture, kind of a jacket-like, because I kind of remember, I don't think it was a blouse, but I kind of remember a jacket from my dream. I'll cut the arm over here. Maybe I'll have this arm go down that direction, and then the legs are going into the fog. Because the fog's not up high, it can't be everywhere, so I'm kind of trying to keep the idea that the fog is lower. I'll change color with that. So I got to put that spot right over here. That's simple. I'll work all this space with color and value and really make it the Marc Chagall kind of style a little bit. Maybe I put reflected people over here. That wouldn't hurt. I could stick this whole group over here of kind of a distance, and it would fit into what I want to have. All right? So I'm going to continue sketching, but I'm not going to waste your time as you watch.